All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom to you brothers that are laboring and pushing this word in truth and sincerity and with charity. I'm the brother Abraham from the camp here in GMS Chicago, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this video will be edifying. And if you brothers have not heard or seen of this recent exposure of Israel that has brought a big stain on their reputation, on their name. Okay, this is from the Jimmy Dore Show. All right, the title of this video is called "Israel Arrests Lawyer Prosecuting IDF Soldiers for Graping Palestinian Prisoners." Okay, and this is what it says in the description. It says Israel's top military legal officer, Major General Yifat Tomer Yerushalmi, has been arrested after she admitted leaking footage showing Israeli soldiers sexually assaulting a Palestinian detainee. The footage, which prompted public outrage and protest, led to the arrest of several soldiers, but also sparked backlash from far-right politicians and supporters who labeled the accused troops as heroes. Okay. So yeah, there was a whole video on this where they show them literally graping the Palestinian captive. All right, but this is the things they do, man. This is the thing these Edomites do. This is just something that leaked, that got exposed. All right, it's just imagine the stuff that isn't leaked, isn't exposed. All right, but even then, all that is gonna be exposed. Everything is gonna be exposed fully. All right, we're just seeing a partial of the things that that the wicked do. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit of this video. Let you listen.
Okay, just to let you know, if you didn't think Israel could sink any further, well, they just did. Israel media airs footage showing alleged SEX abuse of Palestinian detainee. So this is from Thursday, August 8th, 2024, and we've showed you this, where they assault sexually in a prison Palestinian prisoners. We've showed you this. I'll show you a little bit more. So you see how they're all laying face down. These guys come in, shows the Israeli soldiers taking away a blindfolded detainee and allegedly abusing him sexually. So they do. Soldiers can be seen taking the detainee out of sight of the surveillance cameras and then using their riot shields to cover when they looks like they're graping him. So that's what they're doing. Spokesperson for the embassy in Washington did not immediately. Following the incident, Israel arrested 9 soldiers and ordered its own investigation. The arrest of the Israeli soldiers triggered protests by right-wing Israelis. They didn't want those guys who were arrested for graping prisoners to have to stand trial. So they went and protested.
That's wild.
So they stormed the facilities, demanding that they release the 9 soldiers accused of graping on video.
It is acceptable, they say.
They say it's acceptable to do that. A spokesman for the U.S. State Department said the reports were horrific.
Yeah. So we have seen the video, and reports of sexual abuse of detainees are horrific. They ought to be investigated fully by the government of Israel, by the IDF. Prisoners need to be treated, prisoners' human rights need to be respected. In all cases, and when there are alleged violations, the government of Israel needs to take steps to investigate those who are alleged to have committed abuses and, if appropriate, hold them accountable.
And so, why am I showing you this? Because Israel just arrested the woman who released that video.
Oh, good.
Israel's top military lawyer, their top military lawyer, was arrested after she admitted leaking video of soldiers' abuse. Yeah. Okay. Police in Israel have arrested and detained the military's top legal officer after she admitted leaking footage of soldiers allegedly attacking a Palestinian detainee. And
Wow, this is all fucked up. And it's surprising, but at the same time, it's not surprising because they're the wicked. So they're going to do wicked things. All right? Wicked acts, such as the report of this incident. Okay? And this is exactly why in the book of Job didn't want these viler than the earth men to be near their dogs. This is what they do to animals too. This is what they do to animals too. Not just people. Okay. Alright, let's get Ephesians 5:12. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. Okay, so this is something that they were doing in the dark, in secret, right? But it got leaked, they got exposed, because the Lord is ultimately exposing you devils, right? Let's get 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right? So before the end comes, there has to be a great falling away. All right? And apostasy of the nation of Israel. They would go off, turn from the ways of following the Lord, or being exiled, and then coming into repentance, and then coming back into the ways of their fathers, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, or the son of destruction, which is Esau Edom. Okay, and who's the main head tribe of Esau Edom? Is Amalek. All right, which Amalek is the first of the nations, right? Meaning they're the chief of the nations. They're first, right? They control everything. They own everything. The world is in the power of their hands, and this is the things that they do. And they feel as if it's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with what they did. Their people were protesting that the men that did it were going to stand on trial. They protested, let them go. Let them out. They did nothing wrong. They were supposed to do that. That's how they think. That's how they feel. This is how they feel about Palestinians. Imagine how they feel about you, the real Israelites. Okay, the scriptures talk about a perpetual hatred, right? A hatred that lasts forever. All right. Let me jump down to verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right? So the wicked, and who's the wicked according to the book of Malachi? Esau. All right. How is he being revealed? By his prophets. This is why they're going to soon censor everything on the internet. All right. Demonize talking bad about you know who, which they're already doing. Alright, but we're gonna get the last laugh. The Lord is gonna get the last laugh. Alright, even him who is coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Right? Because the job of the devil is to deceive you. Right? They deceive the whole world into thinking that they're God's chosen people. But that lie only lasted for so long. Right? Life is never meant to last forever, but for a moment. And this is why they're hasting to censor, demonize the prophets. All right, this is Isaiah 47 and 3. It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man." Right? So the nakedness is being uncovered, right? Imagine if there's a big crowd and all of a sudden your pants fall down, right? That's gonna be embarrassing. That's gonna be a shame unto you, right? That's what's happening to Esau, Edom. Okay, now let's get Habakkuk 2:16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." Right? Because of their sorcery and witchcraft and deception, they've glorified themselves. All right? But now that that lie is being torn down and the truth is coming out, shame is being spewed on their glory. And how much more now when stuff like this is coming out? And even more stuff will continue to come out. Alright, shameful spewing is spewing all over their glory, all over their reputation. Okay. But that's pretty much it. Just wanted to expose further. Alright, because our job is to expose the devil. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Lord willing, this video was edifying. As always, all honor, glory, and praises goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Until the next time, Shalom.